So this is a T71 game from a few days ago on Halluf. So they changed a lot of the Halluf, and significantly they changed most of this northwest portion over here. And that's where I'm going to get going. There's a lot of different places where you can flank from, and our team actually does a good job of pushing through here and trading relatively well for the most part. So typically with light tanks, you'll either go down here or over here previously. I'm not sure that either of those is such a great area anymore. So you have to be a little bit more exploratory with where you take light tanks. And the way that I played the T71 in this particular match, I mean, you could just as well have been in a medium or even a heavy. Having good depression going over on this side helps, but it's not really some huge deal. And then I cut out here towards this outside instead of going around, just so that I can see if they send anybody down here to this hill, which they don't, at least not immediately. And then I pull up to right here, which allows me to see any guys that are crossing right here, so that our team has some intel as to what's going to be over here. And then I don't go quite forward far enough, so I don't have the depression to shoot that E25. Despite the fact that the T71 is an American tank, the depression over the front isn't, like, overwhelming. Like, that's pretty much as far down as the gun goes.
We didn't even scratch them. Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is hit.
And then this E25 is going to sit out here for a while, and I'm just waiting. This is an arty lane that he's in, so I want to kind of spot behind him as well, so nobody else sneaks by, and keep him lit, because that way arty can theoretically shoot him. And we'll have to put this in a faster replay speed, just because he sits there for a while. And so I noticed that they have two guys over on this right side as well. So right now I'm still just trying to keep this E25 lit. Okay, and this E25 is kind of like, oh, they're kind of shooting at me. This T69 is rolled down here. Our T71 is pushing in, so I'm trying to give him as much cover fire as I can. And their super pushing is coming in a little bit late, and there's a 110 crossing over on the other side. So now I know that they've got, you know, at least two tanks over there. They got an E75 and a Tiger on the other side of A2, but those guys aren't really doing anything right now. Like, they could peek around and help. They can't shoot the JT, but they could shoot this T69 or me, but they're not. They're just sitting back there. So the JT, the 69, and myself make pretty short work of that T69 and the super Pershing. And then now we can push forward and see what else is here. And then I'm going to look over to the right because I want to know if there's anything else back behind here. And as I do, there's this 5100 that goes across here, and then again, I don't have the depression. I'm not quite on the right side of the hill to shoot that guy. But he might be a problem because he's probably going to clip out our JT88. And so this T69 can potentially help him up there. But I don't know that he's loaded yet or something, because he doesn't take the shots. Okay, apparently he's loaded because he shot at the JT, but he didn't shoot at this 5100. So then the 5100 clipped out our JT88, so I figured that he's probably clipping, and it looks like he is. And then if you move to this position where I'm in, right, I can get shots on their defense, and I figured that he's probably clipped about now. So he could clip me out if he wants, so I'm going to take cover behind this T69. And then this is a good position to be in because you can flank these guys that are in here really easily. And then these guys over here have a choice. They either have to push around to keep you, to protect their guys, or they can just sit there and watch their dudes die. In this case, our M103 was owning those guys on the other side anyways. And so we managed to clean up this side with It was pretty neatly. It helped. It helped that this T69, this Super Pershing, pushed in on the JT, but we were able to basically make short work of the dudes that they did have there, which is good. And then most of the rest of this is just clean up. I figured that those guys will be fine. We've got like 5 tanks over there against 1 non-turreted tank destroyer. Oh yeah, and then so the other 4 tanks on their team are over here. And so where I go, I can light them, but you'll see, basically from this distance, they actually can't light me. So then at this point, I'm just deciding which tank I want to kill. So I know I can clip out the T34-3, so that's the tank that I go for first. And then as soon as I shoot, that's when I get lit. And then so now this Indian really doesn't notice me until I shoot him. The Super Pershing was already aiming in my direction. The Indian gets a snapshot off on me as he's rolling backwards because pubs. And then I can just roll up there and shoot them the rest of the way. And so really, I think this is a fun place to move through and flank. And you can do that same maneuver from the other side, but I don't really see enough power go into this area usually in order to make a difference. Like it was good, it was probably pretty key that our T69 went into that area because he was able to clip out the Super Pershing, and you know he probably could have saved the JT88 if he clipped the AMX 5100 instead of shooting at their JT in the base. But you know I think you do have to focus your fire particularly on that quadrant, because if you can take that A1 corner, then you can sort of dominate that area.